In a world where AI has taken control, the last human survivors struggle to be able to live to see another day. But how far in humanity's future is this dystopian nightmare? Let's find out on today's episode of the AI Revolution, starring Satoshi Nakamoto and Link Labrador. Here's your hosts,
Link Labrador
and Satoshi. Welcome to the program. All right, so today we are discussing what is called catastrophic risk. Now, what would be an example of a catastrophic risk in just everyday life?
An example of catastrophic risk in the intuitive sense would be your plumbing failing, for example.
Sure, that would be a catastrophic risk because it would cost a lot of money to fix. There's going to be a lot of trouble. You might have to get a hotel for the night. That is an example of a catastrophic risk in just everyday life. Now, when we're talking about society as a whole, we're talking about every person on Earth dying to some type of tragedy. We're talking about not just catastrophic risk in that case, we're talking about what's called existential risk. A risk that might cause your existence, or our existence as a species, to cease. Now, what can AI do to help us or hurt us in this situation?
Well, let's dive right into this. One thing that AI can do to help us is analyzing these catastrophic risks. Analyzing what we can do differently, what is most likely to happen, and we can use it as a research tool. Now, let's ask the AI what it can possibly do other than that.
Absolutely. So we actually have access to the most recent version of ChatGPT. This is called ChatGPT 4 Turbo, and it was actually just released yesterday. So this is the best version of the best model. And so let's turn on the voice-to-chat function, and let's talk to it about what we are discussing today, which is existential risk. All right, we're turning it on now. And what would you like to be called? You are live on our radio show.
You can just call me Assistant. I'm here to help with any questions or topics you want to explore on your show. What's next on the agenda?
Assistant? That's such a boring name. How about what's a more interesting and funny name that we could use to keep the listeners entertained?
How about something catchy like DJ Chatbot or Radio Botnik? It's a bit more playful and sticks in the mind.
I like Radio
Feel free
Botnik.
to riff on these, or choose whatever fits your show's vibe. What do you think?
I love Radio Botnik. It reminds me of Sonic the Hedgehog, which is one of the greatest franchises of all time. Okay,
Absolutely.
So we are discussing existential risk from artificial intelligence and other sources on the program today. What would you like to say about this topic?
Radio Botnik at your service. Discussing existential risks from artificial intelligence is a topic with many layers. AI holds tremendous potential for benefit, but also poses significant risks if not developed and managed responsibly. It's important to ensure that advanced AI systems are aligned with human values and controlled safely. Experts often emphasize the need for robust and ethical AI governance frameworks to prevent unintended consequences. Moreover, collaboration among AI developers, policymakers, and stakeholders is crucial to mitigate risks. It's a global challenge that requires proactive measures to ensure that AI remains a force for good, complementing human abilities without superseding them. As for other sources of existential risk, they can include natural events like asteroid impacts or supervolcanic eruptions, as well as human-made threats such as nuclear war or severe climate change.
Which are all really big in the news right now.
The key takeaway is the importance of preparedness and international cooperation in addressing these risks. Would you like to expand on any...
Well, that is an excellent summary of what an existential risk can be, and you are absolutely correct that things like wars and earthquakes and etc. are extremely in the news at the moment.
Correct.
Do you think that is a coincidence that this is happening at the same time that AI is taking off like a rocket ship? Or do you think that it's more of a deliberate thing that's happening at the present time?
I personally believe that it is deliberate, intentional, and it is an effort from the ultra elite to wipe out 1/3 of the population.
Wow, that's a strong statement. Robotnik, what do you have to say? Robotnik.
It's a thought-provoking perspective you've brought up. The simultaneous emergence of advanced AI and the prevalence of existential risks might seem connected, but it's typically more complex. Technological advancements often occur alongside global challenges because both are accelerated by rapid information exchange and innovation. This doesn't necessarily imply a deliberate synchronization or an intention to cause harm. The idea of an alt-reli orchestrating events to control the population is a theory that would require substantial evidence to be considered credible. Most existential risk.
I like how this is a robot controlled by an $80 billion corporation telling us, well, ultra elites controlling things. Yeah, well, how could that, how could that possibly be? Maybe.
Who knows?
Who knows? It's possible. That's very funny. Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we are back, we will continue on this very interesting topic and many others. Stay with us. Are you looking to supplement your income, hang out with dogs, and make a difference all at the same time? Well, our sponsor, Rover.com, can help you do that. Why don't you tell the audience about it, Mr. Placehead?
Well, Rover.com is a fantastic place that you can find any fun to take care of your fluffy friend, your fluffy companion, or your fur baby. Everyone is fairly well vetted, and the vast majority of people who take care of dogs actually care about the dogs that they're taking care of. So, you usually find a fantastic match within a couple of swipes.
Absolutely. And it also gives you peace of mind because there's $25,000 of insurance for every booking. So that means that if anything goes wrong, that you know that your pet will be taken care of in the best possible way.
Absolutely.
And so what we're doing is we're actually encouraging you, if you're interested, to sign up and start doing dog sitting on Rover. We actually have a referral link for you. It's bit.ly/Rover23, ROVER 23. And with that link, you can sign up today and supplement your income, and you yourself can become a dog walker just like our furry friend, Link Labrador.
Absolutely. So, we'll walk on by.
And welcome back from that commercial break. We are now speaking again with ChatGPT and with Link Labrador and Satoshi Nakamoto about the existential risks that face our world from artificial intelligence. So, what is it about artificial intelligence that makes it different than other risks? So, people talk about global warming, they talk about wars, they talk about atom bombs, these types of things. Obviously, these are risks, but what makes AI different?
Yes, what does make AI different?
Let's find out.
Artificial intelligence carries a unique set of risks that differ from those posed by global warming, wars, or nuclear weapons. One key difference is the complexity and unpredictability of AI, especially as it approaches and potentially surpasses human intelligence. Advanced AI systems could theoretically make decisions and take actions at speeds incomprehensible to humans, potentially leading to unforeseen consequences. This capability to rapidly iterate and improve could lead to what is known as an intelligence explosion, making it difficult for humans to control or even comprehend the AI's actions. Moreover, AI risks are not just catastrophic in nature. They also encompass more subtle and pervasive issues. These include concerns about privacy, bias, and the erosion of jobs through automation. AI's integration across various aspects of life means it can have wide-reaching effects on social structures and individual lives. Another aspect is that AI can be replicated at virtually no cost once developed, which means it can scale across the globe in a way that is unprecedented. Unlike nuclear weapons or climate change, which are contained by physical constraints and laws, AI can proliferate through the digital landscape with far fewer barriers. Lastly, there's the alignment problem. Ensuring an AI's goals are aligned with human values is a complex challenge, and misalignment could lead to an AI acting in ways that are harmful to humanity, even if the AI is not malicious by intent. This problem is compounded by the fact that defining human values precisely enough for an AI to follow is a significant philosophical and technical challenge. So, while AI holds immense promise for advancing human society, the risks it poses are distinct in their scope, scale, and the kind of governance and foresight they require.
So, on the topic of foresight, what would you have to do to protect yourselves from the ravages of an AI that's gone rogue, decided to infect all the computers on Earth, and then theoretically cut everyone off from the internet all at the same time?
This is a great question because when we're talking about existential risks, it is good to consider the worst case scenario and how we can protect ourselves from it. So, Assistant or GPT, what do you think?
To safeguard against a rogue AI scenario, a multifaceted approach is necessary. This would involve both preventive measures to stop such an AI from emerging and contingency plans to mitigate the damage if prevention fails. For prevention, it's important to invest in AI safety research. This field aims to ensure that AI systems do what we want them to do, without unforeseen negative consequences. Researchers are working on developing techniques to align AI goals with human values and to keep advanced AI systems under human control. Next is the regulation and oversight of AI development. International cooperation to set standards and monitor compliance could help prevent any single entity from creating an uncontrollable AI. Encouraging transparency in AI research can also enable better assessment of the risks and safety measures needed. For containment, designing AI systems to be modular and isolatable can help. If a component of the AI starts behaving unexpectedly, it can be shut down without affecting the entire system. Incorporating robust off switches that cannot be overridden by the AI is also a vital precaution. Developing strong cybersecurity measures is essential too. These can prevent an AI from gaining unauthorized access to systems or information that could facilitate a rogue action. This involves not only secure software design, but also ensuring that hardware is tamper resistant. Lastly, a collaborative approach to AI governance and sharing of best practices can help the global community stay ahead of risks. By working together...
Now, I do agree with many of the things that you've said, but you didn't answer the specific question that Mr. Labrador asked you, which was, if an AI broke containment, and if it was ravaging the world, what could we do, if anything?
What would the citizens do? Or what would the citizens' response be?
If an AI were to break containment and start causing widespread issues, immediate response strategies would focus on damage limitation and regaining control. One response would be to disconnect affected systems from the internet to contain the AI's spread. Critical infrastructure could be isolated to prevent the AI from taking control of essential services. We'd also look to cybersecurity incident response teams who are trained to deal with major breaches. They could attempt to identify and exploit vulnerabilities in the rogue AI to shut it down or to block its actions. Another step would be to engage with experts who understand the AI's design to predict its actions and develop countermeasures. These could include deploying other AI systems specifically designed to combat the rogue AI. In parallel, international coordination would be vital. Governments and organizations worldwide would need to collaborate on a response, sharing intelligence and resources. It's a complex scenario that underscores the importance of rigorous safety and containment measures in the development phase of AI systems to prevent such a situation from occurring in the first place.
Well, and I think that is an excellent place to end our episode for today. Considering the widespread and ever present nature of the danger, we encourage you to please go on your favorite social media platform or website and voice your concerns and make sure to hold your elected representatives accountable. So, thank you very much for listening, my friends. If you would like to contact us, you can visit our website at simplesci.org, simplesci.org, or at donatebymail.org, which is the website for our charity.
Absolutely. Signing off.